Who? Oh, that's correct. It is Mr. Kurzil back again with you. So we did a review of multiplication yesterday, and if you remember the term inverse operation, meaning the opposite operation, you may be able to guess what we're doing today. Or maybe you just read the slide that we put up. We are going to be doing division. Believe it or not, multiplication and division are both useful when we are learning about equivalent fractions. So next week, we will be using both of them to help us find equivalent fractions. And since we had practiced our multiplication yesterday, today we're going to practice the skill of division, which we have done this year. Quick reminder, division sometimes can be written several different ways, right? We can write division using this symbol. Sometimes you're going to see this symbol. And Mr. Popko, I saw in one of his videos, use this symbol also, which looks very similar to a symbol we use when we talk about fractions, or when we talk about fractions, dividing our fractions, turning them into whole numbers. So any one of those symbols really can be used for division. But let's remember, division means we're breaking things apart, right? Where multiplication or product is larger than the factors, in division we are making our answer, or our quotient in this answer, in this example, smaller. Okay, smaller. So let's say we have 8 and we want to divide it into 2 groups. We want to take 8 and we want to put that into 2 equal groups. All right, so how can I equally take 8 and put it into 2 groups? All right, well, if I wanted to use a model, and again, hopefully we don't need to use models so much now. Hopefully we're feeling better with this skill that we don't need it. Just in case, all right, we have 8 and we want to break it into groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll see that we have 8 of those tally marks broken into 2 groups as 4. So 8 divided by 2, broken into 2 groups, will give me 4. Okay, let's do another one. Again, this should be a short video. This should be a quick review. We should feel relatively confident with these skills right here. Let's say I have 5 divided by, 10 rather, divided by 5. All right, 10 broken into 5 groups. How many times does 5 work into 10 or go into 10? 2 times. Now, earlier I mentioned the word inverse operation. And we also think of fact families with that. So if we had 5, 10 divided by 5 equals 2, that also would mean 2 times 5 would equal 10. We're using the same numbers for both of these problems. So if you felt confident with your multiplication yesterday, you can feel sure that your division will probably be just as strong by using an inverse operation if you get confused. This lesson is not about inverse operation. It's just straight division. So let me get back to that. So let's say we had 6 divided by 3. Saw this. You might have seen this earlier in the week or last week, where it was like so. In fact, in our math notebook last week, you might have seen this problem. So 6, how many times does 3 go into 6? 2. Right? It doesn't matter how you write the problem, right? If I said 6 divided by 3, it's still going to equal 2. If I said 6 goes into 3, goes into 2 times, my answer or my quotient is going to be the same regardless. Okay, now let's try a larger number now. Okay, so let's say we have 72 divided by 9. Okay, well, this is sometimes where we get tricky, right? Sometimes our division gets a little confusion, which is why multiplication can help me. What do I multiply by 9 to get 72? All right, hopefully you said 8. So if 9 times 8 equals 72, 72 divided by 9 is going to give me 8. These two concepts, multiplication and division, are kind of tied together, just like addition and subtraction happens to be. So if you felt good yesterday, then don't get too nervous if you felt like your division wasn't so strong earlier in the year. Let's do one more just to make sure we're on the ball here. So I have 55 divided by 5. How many times does 5 fit into 55? I'm going to give you a second to think about that. Right? You could think about multiplication. You could think about skip counting. There's a lot of different strategies. Hopefully we are able to get this off the tip of our tongue, though, without having to go through too many strategies. And hopefully your quotient, remember the quotient is the answer of a division problem, is 11. Okay? So again, a very quick review today. Your student work today is going to be all involved with division as well, as a quick reminder. And then for Friday, we will have a combination of multiplication and division to complete. So we feel really confident moving forward next week, going into our equivalent fraction using the concept of multiplication and division. All right, boys and girls, keep working strong. Keep working hard. You guys are doing amazing. Take care.